Okay guys, I am just going to sit out here. I've just done some breathing. I did 72 breaths sitting out on my chair out here in the backyard. Just showing you a bit of my garden here. It does need a lot of TLC. I've got to get back out here a bit more often. Just so much going on in life, work and other commitments, and now I'm on this healing journey as well, and juicing. So I just thought I'd come and sit out here and just say a few words, because it's been a while since I've posted anything on my channel. So I am going to continue putting some astrology stuff up. I know I did that Pluto one a while ago, but astrology is so in-depth. It takes a lot of time and effort and energy to really dig deep, and I just really haven't had the time in recent months, but I do intend on getting back to that. But at the moment I'm on a bit of a self-healing journey, and getting completely in alignment with my soul purpose. So it's been a challenge, to say the least. I've had to let go of a lot of stuff, a lot of emotional stuff, a lot of physical stuff, a lot of relationships, or even within relationships, dynamics have changed, and it's been quite a challenge, but in the end I know that I am on my life's purpose. And I just got off a group call with Justin from the Wandering Towards Truth channel, and he's part of the community and family that I am with, and proud to be a part of, with Charlie, Freak and Colleen, and all the beautiful people, Marie Russell, Justin Carpenter, Josh X, so many people. I can't name them all, but they're just such wonderful people, and I'm so glad to be with like-minded people. I've done my fair share over the last few years of doing deep research. I've always known, right from when I was a kid, that the earth wasn't what we thought it was. I can't say that I back then realised, the full enormity of what is being revealed in recent times, but I always knew that there was something wrong with this place, that it just something didn't fit, or I didn't fit here, or I felt strange. I felt like a stranger in a strange land. And the research that I've done in the last, probably since 2010 really, I started really diving deep into a lot of research, but even more so since 2016. But I've got to a point now where I think I've researched about as much as I can when it comes to, what's going on in the world, the evil that has I was going to say taken over, but they've been here for a long time. It's just that we've now become aware of it, consciously aware. A lot of us, not everybody. There are a lot of sleepers still, but there are more and more people awakening. And that term can be bandied around a lot, and a lot of people, even years ago when I was into more of the New Age type stuff, which I'm certainly not now, I know that to be a massive psychological operation. There is a little bit of truth in the New Age philosophies, but a lot of it just sends you down many cul-de-sacs, but you never really get to the full truth of things. And I don't know where I was going with that. I've kind of got sidetracked with my thoughts. So sorry if I'm rambling here. I'm just doing a impromptu little, just on my thoughts, just a little video on my thoughts at the moment. But yeah, so that's right, getting back to, we've become aware, consciously aware of the evil that has ruled over this realm for God knows how long, and their time is coming to an end, and now we're at this, so-called Great Awakening. And I use the term so-called. I'm not putting down the term Great Awakening, but that's what I was getting to. Yeah, it gets bandied around a lot by a lot of the New Age movement and New Age books and New Age people. And I'm guilty of that as well. I can remember reading books back in the 80s and 90s, and they were talking about, humanity awakening, and there's going to be this new age and revelation and moving into the age of Aquarius, and humanity is evolving, and which I fully accept and understand, but it's so totally different now to what I envisioned it would be when I was fully immersed in the new age movement. And I think even with the New Age, the same as the religious side of things, we're always waiting for saviours. But I'm really starting to realise that we have to be our own saviour. And in order to do that, we have to change our own life first. And so I have done some massive, massive steps in my own life to start changing the way I see things and the way I do things, including diet. Well, that's the main thing at the moment for me, is now that I've completely changed my diet, I'm finding that a lot of the clarity that I've been needing and searching for is just automatically falling into place. Doors are opening, I'm hearing the right videos at the right time, I'm getting information that I need. Coincidences are happening on a more regular basis, and it's just a sign that I'm fully connected. And so I've started steering away from the doom and gloom, like, as I say, I've gone down so many rabbit holes. I know all about the satanic ritual abuse, the adrenochrome, the child trafficking. I was researching and listening to Fiona Barnett years ago, long before it's become common knowledge with a lot of people these days about these sort of nefarious things that are going on. But I think I've exhausted all avenues at the moment, unless there's any other major thing that needs to come to light. I think I've really exhausted all the exposing the darkness, and I think now it's time to shine light on it. And I think my way of doing it is by changing my diet, cleaning myself up, really getting in touch with my inner connection to the Creator, to God, to Source, whatever term you want to use. And I've been juicing for the last 11 days. I've had a few little handfuls of food here and there, like I've had a few figs, a couple of dates, a handful of grapes here and there, and some coconut. But for the most part, for the last 11 days, I've pretty much done just juicing. And I haven't had an alcoholic drink in that time as well. Now, I've had other bouts in my life where I've been alcohol-free, but for the most part of my life, since I was a teenager, I have pretty much had alcohol in my life to a greater or lesser degree. And it was funny, the minute I decided I wanted to quit it for good was when it really dug its claws in, and I had that internal battle going within me. And that saying, the more you resist, the more it persists, seemed to happen. So I stopped resisting, and I just accepted that it will go when it's meant to go. And so I just decided, I put my mind to doing the juicing, and the alcohol automatically fell away without a drama, without me having that internal battle, without me having cravings. It just automatically happened, just through fruit, predominantly fruit. Probably the only vegetable juice I've really juiced is carrots. Everything else has been fruit, including cucumber, because I do include cucumber in the fruit family, the same as tomatoes. Oh, the other thing was celery, but I've only been having minimal celery, like a stick at a time, in with, say, apple and carrot or whatever. But yeah, mainly having fruit. And that's another thing that I've come to terms with, is that yes, we are meant to be frugivores, and whether people agree with me or don't agree with me, that doesn't matter, because that is the truth. And I've finally realised, I've been vegan for 5 years, vegetarian and pescatarian on and off since the mid-90s. And I still used to make excuses for certain foods I was eating, even with the vegan diet, eating the vegan sausages and the vegan burgers and the processed food. And I've heard so many vegans that have been vegan and gone back to either vegetarian or even full carnivore diet that got really sick. And I realised after listening to Charlie that yes, it's because, well, probably not just Charlie, but a lot of other people that I've been listening to have confirmed, yes, the reason people get sick is because they're not eating whole foods. And there's so much processed vegan food on the menu now, on the market now. And at first, when it started happening, I thought, wow, this is so good. For so many years I've struggled to go places and try and find things I can eat, and now I go out and there's vegan this and vegan that. And now there's this whole vegan agenda that people are talking about, and meat eaters love to jump on that bandwagon and go, oh yeah, there's a whole agenda behind it, don't fall for that, that's the cabal, they're trying to scoop up everybody into their net. That may very well be so for certain factions of veganism when it comes to processed vegan food. But if you get back to the absolute nature, to God's green earth, and get back to the nature of things, like these beautiful, beautiful homegrown tomatoes, that is where you will find salvation. That is where you will fully cleanse, you will fully heal. But I know it's not for everybody. It wasn't for me up until nearly 2 weeks ago. I wasn't ready to jump off that precipice just right then. I still had occasional cooked meals. I still had my wine. I'd have a couple of wines at night time. Just wasn't quite ready. But as soon as I made my mind up, I just thought, no, I'm going to just do a juice fast. Originally it was going to be for 3 days, and it's just extended. And like I said, it's not a complete juice fast. I'm being totally transparent here. I have had a handful of grapes here and there, and a few figs, and a bit of coconut, and a couple of dates and things like that here and there. But predominantly 99% of my diet for the last 11 days has been juice and water. And I'm absolutely loving it. I'm feeling lighter. I'm feeling more clarity. I'm just feeling so more energized. There have been days where my energy's been low, I won't lie, and I think that's part of the detox and part of the healing. And I know that there will be probably many more if I continue to do this juice feast / a little bit of raw food. I do want to do a complete juice feast, and I'm sort of gearing myself up for that. I don't know when I'll do it. I'll just know when the time's right that I'll be ready to just do that and go completely liquid diet for however long I decide to do it. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. So just letting go of a lot of emotional stuff, letting go of worry about where we're headed, because I know that that cut out, so I'll have to start again. Well, not start again, but continue. Yes, so I know at the end of the day, goodness and God wins, and we've got this, and more and more and more people are wanting to clean themselves up. And it does start with each individual person, or each individual man or woman, I should say. Yes, we need to clean ourselves up and clean our own bodies, our own thoughts, our own emotions, and work on ourselves. And through doing that, it just radiates out, and then it invites other people to do the same. And if they don't, well, that's their journey, because that's another big learning that I've had recently. I've had a lot of heartache in the last few months with having some family fall away. And it's been a real struggle for me, because for me, family is everything. Family has been such an important part of my life, and means so much to me. And it's been very difficult to go through this separation of family. But I'm now realising that we're all on our own journeys, and I need to honour myself, and I need to stand strong in my resolve and allow them their journey, and for me to do my journey, but hold no judgment, just send love, which I've been doing, sending love and healing, and just knowing that even if we don't reconcile, it is where it's meant to be. We are where we are meant to be. I'm where I'm meant to be. They are where they are meant to be. And I'm good with that now. I'm actually good with that. So I just thought I'd share that, and just how much the juice is changing my life. I just can't believe how I feel. I just feel so much more clarity, and so on purpose, and so inspired, and just deep feelings of love. Like, I'm often bursting into tears for no reason, and they're not tears of sadness, they're just tears of gratitude, tears of wonderment, tears of acceptance, to just be here. I always knew I came here to do a great task, and that I was here at a certain point in mankind's history. I was born in the mid-60s, so I just, really felt that shift in energy, that shift in consciousness of mankind. And I'm so glad to still be here, and I intend to be here for a hell of a long... Sorry, not hell, I'm not going to use that term anymore. I'm going to be here for a heaven of a long time more. And, just do my part to help, and to be here, and to just appreciate this beautiful, beautiful Mother Earth that we've been gifted. So on that note, I am going to do a few more breaths, and then I'm going to go and do some juicing. So I love all you guys out there that are listening to this, and just sending you lots of love and healing, and that's about it. Namaste. Ciao.